guys, welcome back to our channel. We are
a Canadian couple.
Did you enjoy your Christmas? Did you enjoy your Christmas meal?
And did you save your turkey?
To make soup, to make turkey broth.
Yes, because that's what we're going to do today.
Yes, and if you have lost Christmas left over, then save them. Don't waste.
After your meal, what do you do with the carcass of your turkey? We saved it, and what we did is we made a broth. Now you take the carcass, and I'll put the recipe for what I do in the description. I basically take 3 or 4 carrots, 3 or 4 onions, handful of peppercorns, 5 or 6 bay leaves, a whole stalk of celery, chop it nice and big, throw it in the pot, bring it up to a boil, put it on low heat for 3 to 4 hours, maybe even longer, and that's it. Now, we want to save this for a little bit long term. So what we're going to do is we're going to pressure can some of the broth. So the first thing that we need to do is raise the temperature of everything. When we're pressure canning, we want everything to be nice and hot. So we have a pot full of the broth, and this is what it looks like. And we're just bringing it up to temperature. We have our pressure canner here as well. We have some water in it. And what we are going to do is add a little vinegar to the water. This will stop some of the oxidization that happens with the pressure process. Like I said, we need to keep everything hot. So we're going to take the lids that we're going to use. We're going to add some water. We're going to put them on the stove and get them nice and hot. That way they get a nice seal.
Now we are going to heat up the jars in the oven. We are not doing very many jars. If you want, you can put the tray under the jars.
And maybe this one. We'll see. We don't want it boiling. We're just going to bring it up to a low boil. And we're going to start putting it into the cans and get ready to put it into the pressure canner. This next step we're going to do as quick as possible. Everything is nice and hot. We're going to bring the jars out. We're going to fill them up and get them into the pressure canner. Let me see. Yeah, they're hot. Don't judge me for using a plastic measuring cup. I don't know if you've ever had homemade fresh broth before, but this smells unbelievable.
Yeah.
When you're using these blue funnels for canning, as far as it goes in, that's how far you should fill it up. Pre-straining everything as I put it in. This was the jar that wasn't quite full, so we're going to use a little one. And that's that. We're then going to take just a dry piece of paper towel. We're going to clean the tops off just to make sure there's nothing on them. And then we're going to put the lids on. The lids are nice and hot, already in a water bath. We're then going to use the jar tool and we're going to put them inside of the pressure canner. The lid, and we're going to bring it up to temperature and pressure. When your pressure canner is already boiling, and one thing you want to let it do is let the steam come out of the vent for a good 5 to 10 minutes, just to get rid of any of the air and stuff in there. As you can hear, it is steaming pretty good. It's been about 5 minutes now, I think, around that. So we're gonna put the weight on top. And then we'll wait. We'll bring the pressure up to 10 pounds, a little bit over, and then we'll start the timer. The timer will be about 25 minutes. We're probably gonna run it for 30 just to be safe.
You can see it's going up. It's almost there.
You can see we've hit the mark, so we're going to lower the temperature on the stove and try and dial it in. And we're gonna start our timer right now, and we're gonna put it up for 30 minutes. And our goal is to keep it above 10 pounds for the next 30 minutes. If it does fall below, we have to start the timer all over again. So we are going to make sure that we watch it for the first little while, make sure we're dialed in. We noticed the pressure is climbing, so we came over from enjoying a winter beverage so that we lowered the pressure a little bit. And you can hear the pressure inside of the canner is now to a slow boil. So now we're going to turn off the stove, the element, and we're going to let it sit there. We're going to let it come down from pressure on its own. We'll open it up and we'll show you what it looks like. The cans should actually still be boiling when we open it up. The pressure is dropped. You can see this little pressure thing is dropped on its own. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove the weight and then we're going to crack the lid. Now when you're doing this, you want to be very careful because there's still going to be lots of steam inside. So when we lift it, we're going to lift it up away from us. And then we're going to pull it away. Out. We want to be very careful. As you can see, they're still boiling. We'll set them on a tea towel. We'll make sure that they don't touch. I want to be very careful with them. So we're going to let these come to room temperature.
Oh, wow.
You can see this little one is really boiling still. Figure we'd give you a quick little rundown on a simple technique. If you ever meet somebody from China and you're going to give them a cheers, the trick is to keep your drink lower than theirs.
Yes. We always drink when we have big supper together with round table. So when you drink, make sure lower.
Yes.
To show the respect.
Unless you're older.
Yeah, you can be higher than me.
Cheers. It's already been over a day since the sealers were done. You could see we actually gave one away as a gift for a few friends. If you're storing them long term, you want to take the rings off. Now this is going to allow you to know if there's any bacteria or if they're gone bad. If you're using them short term, you don't even have to pressure can them. Throw them in the sealer hot, put them in the fridge, and they'll be fine for a couple of weeks. This way, these will store for at least a year. If you do notice that the lid pops off, then you know this one is bad. Do not eat it. It's not a good thing.
Thanks for watching our video.
And if you're wondering what's happening behind us right here, stay tuned to our next video where we tell you about staying warm in the wintertime.
Yeah. See you next time.
We're the Canadian couple.
Yeah. If you like our video, please subscribe to us.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.